Hello and welcome to a new quick edit video. This time I want to work on a rather boring shot and try to make it a bit more interesting. So before I start the editing, here are the before and after images. And as always, I'm going to the lens correction tab first and I'm activating those settings. Next, I want to adjust the white balance a little bit. I think for this image I'm going with a colder color tone, so I'm reducing the temperature. Also, I want to change the profile to Adobe Portrait, I guess. Then to make this image a bit more moody, I'm decreasing the exposure. Then I want to add a little bit of highlights, as well as some whites. Also, I think I need to increase the blacks a little bit, otherwise it gets too underexposed. And then I also want to add some clarity, just to get some more structure in this image. And that's already it for the basic editing. Next, I want to go on with the local adjustments. First, I'm starting with the gradiated filters, for which I have applied two. One for the foreground and one for the sky part of this picture. Let's start with the bottom one first. And to make the foreground more interesting, I'm going to increase the clarity all the way up. Also, I want to increase the whites a bit further. And then I'm switching to the top gradiated filter to work on the sky, and therefore I'm decreasing the exposure. Also, again, I'm increasing the clarity. And then I'm switching over to the radial filters. Again, I have applied two of those. I use them mainly to add brighter areas to my images. So for those two, I'm mainly touching the blacks, which I want to turn up all the way. This adds a nice little glow effect in this area. Also, I want to make it a bit brighter, so I'm increasing the whites. And I'm basically doing the same thing for the second radial filter. Again, I'm increasing the blacks. And I'm also increasing the whites, but not as much as the first time. Maybe I'm adjusting the position a little bit, but that's about it. Then after the local adjustments, I want to do a little bit of color grading. This means I'm just decreasing the blue color saturation. Then I want to apply a little bit of split toning, and that means I'm just touching the shadows because I think the highlights look good this way. And for the shadows, I'm of course going with the cold color tone. Also, I need to decrease the saturation a bit. Then I want to sharpen this picture a little bit. Actually, I want to apply some more glow to this image, and therefore again I'm using a radial filter. And I drag it over the area where I want to have the glow. Around here looks good, and then I want to invert it, increase the feather, and then again increase the blacks. Now to brighten it up a bit more, I could also increase the shadows. And maybe the whites just a little bit. Alright, and that's the editing for this picture without using Photoshop. I hope this quick edit video was helpful, and if you'd like to see more content like this, then please feel free to subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for watching this video.